Hi! Pixel art has long since evolved into a full-fledged artistic language capable of creating vivid and immersive worlds. In this video, we're going on a fantastic fantasy journey through 20 games where demon-slaying battles give way to peaceful farming, and the secrets of ancient temples exist alongside the comfort of a village tavern. Get ready to discover games that redefine the power of minimalism and leave you inspired. Let's start with Momodora, Moonlit Farewell, a fast-paced 2D platformer with Metroidvania elements, where you play as a priestess cutting her way through abandoned temples and dark ruins. The combat system revolves around precise sword combos and ranged magic spells, with dodges and rolls as key elements of survival. As you explore, you'll find ancient sigils that not only boost your damage or speed, but also change the nature of combat. Some turn your sword into a deadly whirlwind, others let you summon runic bursts that slow or shatter enemies. The non-linear map is filled with hidden passages, secret stashes, and optional bosses, encouraging you to revisit earlier areas with new skills. A finely tuned progression system keeps the balance between challenge and reward just right. Drova, Forsaken Kin. This pixel art action RPG throws you into a harsh world inspired by Celtic myths, where pixel visuals set the stage for adrenaline-pumping duels in forest shrines and ancient caves. Combat is all about timing, blocks, parries, and swift counterattacks make every hit feel weighty, and a single mistake can be costly. As you gather runes, you unlock elemental spells, from searing flames that tear through enemies to icy traps that freeze them in place. The world responds to your choices. When you meet a guardian spirit, choosing to help or ignore it shapes not only your path, but the environment itself. Boss fights become true tests of endurance and reflexes. Octopath Traveler 2 takes you across the land of Solistia in a unique visual style that blends retro pixel charm with modern lighting and fog effects. Battles are turn-based and feature a boost system, stack up charges, and unleash a barrage of powered-up attacks or clutch support skills at just the right time. Each of the 8 heroes has a unique path action that lets them interact with NPCs, like trading, intimidating, persuading, or healing, unlocking hidden quests and resources. You build your party freely, mix and match mages, warriors, or rogues, assign secondary classes, and fine-tune your abilities. Exploration is dynamic, with shifting weather and day-night cycles that affect enemies and reveal secret events. Traveler's Rest. Here, you take on the role of a wandering innkeeper who doesn't just serve guests, but builds a cozy tavern where heroes of many races gather, share tales, and keep coming back. The core gameplay is all about resource management. Brew different kinds of Alesh and wines, buy ingredients at the market, and hire cooks, each with their own cooking style. As you expand the dining hall and kitchen, you customize your menu to match the tastes of regulars, while dialogue with shady characters unlocks new dishes, secret quests, and trade routes. At the same time, you develop the land around your tavern, grow herb gardens, plant fruit trees, and supply your staff with fresh produce. A delivery system lets you trade surplus goods with nearby towns. Each successful feast boosts your reputation, attracting more powerful and influential patrons. Sun Haven. Blending farming sim and RPG elements, Sun Haven drops you into a colorful world where growing crops and raising animals go hand in hand with battling mysterious creatures in deep dungeons. You start by choosing a class, knight, mage, healer, or hunter, which sets your initial skills and gear, but over time you can shape your character however you like, mastering anything from cooking and crafting to various combat techniques. On the farm, you'll set up irrigation systems, build greenhouses, and introduce automation, from mechanical sprinklers to rain catchers, letting you harvest crops in any season. Meanwhile, your relationships with townsfolk evolve based on your actions, unlocking unique areas and special expansions for your farm. Bloomtown, a different story. This adventure RPG takes place in a cozy 1960s American town, hiding a dark secret beneath its sunny exterior. You play as Emily and her younger brother, who arrive for a summer vacation only to find themselves facing strange disappearances and supernatural events. Behind the friendly smiles of the locals lies a shadow world full of demons that embody the townspeople's fears and suppressed emotions. Gameplay splits between two worlds. By day, you live a teenager's life, talking with locals, building skills, and forming bonds. By night, you dive into a twisted alternate reality filled with intense turn-based battles. Every monster you face can be defeated or tamed and added to your team. The game combines the nostalgic feel of classic JRPGs with a striking visual style and a deep, engaging combat system. Moonstone Island. A life sim and creature tamer hybrid with deck building mechanics, Moonstone Island has you exploring floating islands while farming, crafting, and collecting spirit creatures. You'll grow crops and animals for materials, forage for potion ingredients, and brew elixirs, all while building a card deck for turn-based battles against spirits in dungeons. The companion system lets you tame spirits with unique battle abilities, and procedural dungeon generation keeps each run unpredictable. As you progress, you upgrade your camp, building greenhouses and workshops, expanding your home, and running a tavern where NPCs offer side quests and minigames. Each day brings fresh objectives, from rare herb hunts to exploring the endless basement dungeon beneath the tavern, where every 50 floors unlock new rewards and challenges. Hyper Light Drifter. Here, you play as a nameless drifter wielding an energy sword and modular ranged weapons. Combat and movement revolve around precise timing. Ammo is only restored by landing sword hits, and the dash move grants brief invincibility, letting you slip through enemy attacks. You'll explore fragmented ruins in search of batteries and upgrades that expand your arsenal and unlock new weapon mods, changing how you fight and move. The game tests both reflexes and curiosity, immersing you in a mysterious post-apocalyptic world told without words, powered by a haunting soundtrack. The special edition adds a co-op mode, letting two players team up to tackle major areas and boss fights together. Children of Morta. This action RPG blends hack-and-slash combat with roguelite elements, letting you control not just one hero, but an entire family clan, each member with their own unique skills and fighting style. As you delve into procedurally generated dungeons, you'll unlock new family members and upgrade their abilities. After each failed run, you return home, where earned resources go toward global upgrades that improve health, damage, and abilities for the whole family. Story moments between dungeon runs reveal each character's journey through illustrated scenes and voiceovers, creating an emotional connection. The co-op mode lets you and a friend team up as different family members, coordinating attacks and strategies to take on the dungeon together. Kynseed. A cozy RPG sandbox inspired by Fable and Stardew Valley, Kynseed invites you not just to live, but to shape a legacy. You build a farm, run a shop, start a family, and slowly weave fantasy into your daily life, with magic, crafting, ancient myths, and strange creatures lurking in the woods. The world is filled with British folklore and a unique sense of humor, making it both charming and whimsical. Every choice leaves a mark, influencing your family's future. Your children can carry on your legacy or forge a new path. Beyond day-to-day life, the game features seasonal events and random encounters, harvest festivals, fairs, and grand celebrations with mini-games and contests. Exploring the surrounding lands leads to turn-based combat with bandits and mythical beasts, while rare artifacts and trophies can be displayed in your family museum to grow your clan's reputation. Over time, old heroes pass on, making room for new generations, but their deeds remain, shaping a one-of-a-kind family saga. Moonlighter. A unique blend of RPG and shopkeeping, Moonlighter casts you as Will, a humble merchant by day and dungeon-crawling adventurer by night. During the day, you manage your family shop, setting prices, restocking shelves, upgrading the town, and investing in better gear. At night, you explore procedurally generated dungeons, fight monsters, and gather rare loot to sell in your store the next morning. The gameplay loop strikes a perfect balance between business and adventure. Combat is fast-paced and strategic, with each dungeon level introducing new challenges and rewards. At its core, it's a heartfelt indie tale about the dream of being a hero and the reality of making a living. Owlboy. This platforming adventure combines flight, puzzles, and Metroidvania mechanics in stunning pixel art. You play as Otis, a silent young owl living in a floating city. Along the way, you gather companions with unique abilities and carry them as you fly to help in combat and solve puzzles. The story unfolds across pirate battles, ancient ruins, hidden lore, and lasting friendships. Visually, the game is breathtaking, with richly detailed backgrounds, expressive characters, and floating islands crafted down to the pixel. Layered parallax effects add depth to every scene, while a watercolor-inspired palette breathes life into the world. Gameplay shifts smoothly between flying, platforming, exploration, and light tactical action with your allies. Death's Gambit, Afterlife, a hardcore 2D action platformer with deep RPG elements. Afterlife has you exploring winding dungeons and the ruins of fallen kingdoms, battling guardians of ancient secrets with swords, halberds, or magical relics. Dodging and parrying are essential. Time them right and you get a powerful counterattack. Mistime them and you're sent back to the last checkpoint. Character growth is a major focus in Afterlife. A branching skill tree lets you specialize in strength, endurance, magic, or speed, while divine forms let you switch combat styles mid-battle. Equipment can be enhanced with rune effects, from boosting critical hit chances to healing you after every third enemy defeated. Garden Story. In Garden Story, you play as a tiny guardian of the grove, a young grape sprout tasked with restoring harmony to the garden. There's no traditional farm here. Instead, you explore polished trails across the island of the grove, battling twisted rot, corrupted creatures, and weeds, using a sharpened root sword and a crushing shield. Gathered berries and fruits are used to craft potions and upgrade tools, while repairing bridges and fountains opens up new areas to explore. The social system centers around helping fruit folk with their daily needs. As you build relationships, you'll unlock unique blueprints and crafting recipes. As your hero levels up, so do their abilities, boosting movement speed, shield strength, and resource gathering range. Sea of Stars. This turn-based RPG blends classic inspiration with modern storytelling and combat. The story follows two heroes, solstice warriors of the sun and moon, as they combine powers to stop an ancient evil. At first glance, it seems like a simple 25 to 30-hour adventure, but the story steadily unfolds into something much larger, packed with emotional moments, surprising twists, and a rare depth for an indie RPG. Alongside their companions, the heroes explore not only ancient mysteries, but the meaning of friendship, sacrifice, and duty. It feels both nostalgic and refreshingly new. The battle system is the game's core, a classic turn-based format enhanced with real-time inputs. Enemies are visible on the overworld, and combat challenges you to choose attacks or blocks while tracking how many turns remain before enemies strike. Eastward. An atmospheric adventure with a heartfelt story of friendship and hope. Eastward takes place in a world consumed by a mysterious toxic miasma. You control brave John and his enigmatic companion as they explore vibrant pixel cities and abandoned underground complexes, uncovering truths hidden in lost records and forgotten labs. Gameplay blends puzzle solving, crafting, and combat, with pickaxes, crowbars, and improvised gear. As the story unfolds, you'll upgrade your base, restoring old trains, building homes for new characters, and taking on side quests that reveal the world's deeper layers and reward you with rare resources. CrossCode. CrossCode delivers lightning-fast action RPG gameplay set in a virtual online world. You play as Leah, a mute hacker navigating both digital landscapes and real-world mysteries. Combat takes place on pseudo-3D arenas where you dodge attacks, build momentum, and unleash charged strikes by combining your talents for maximum efficiency. Each quest isn't just about collecting story artifacts. It's also packed with physics-based puzzles, like ricocheting energy balls to move crates or triggering rare mechanisms that shift the battlefield itself. A detailed skill and gear system lets you tailor Lee's playstyle, while the layered pixel art and chiptune soundtrack create a rich atmosphere that bridges old-school charm with modern design. Potion Permit. A warm and heartfelt blend of life sim and alchemy, Potion Permit casts you as the town's chemist, responsible for the health of its people. Spend your mornings foraging herbs in nearby forests, exploring caves for rare ingredients, and marking new collection spots on your map. Back at your lab, you'll mix tonics and elixirs in minigames that require careful timing, heat control, and a finishing touch to maximize potion effectiveness. Afternoons are for treating patients, running errands for townsfolk, and taking part in festivals where you can sell your brews and discover new recipes. Relationship mechanics reflect your empathy. Grateful citizens might reveal hidden archives or share local legends, adding emotional depth to this rustic world. Death Trash. An isometric post-apocalyptic action RPG, Death Trash drops you into radioactive wastelands to scavenge, craft, and survive. You'll face down grotesque creatures using a mix of melee weapons and hacking-based tech. Install self-made modules into enemies, switch between shotguns, crowbars, and pulse pistols, and mod every piece of gear to suit your needs, from blade enhancements to custom firing frequencies. Exploration goes far beyond loot collection. You'll rebuild bases in ruined settlements, meet bizarre factions like techno-sorcerers and scavenger carpenters, and choose allegiances that shape your access to tech and questlines. Discovered blueprints and mutagens unlock body modifications that drastically alter your playstyle. Heroes of Hammerwatch II. The sequel to the fast-paced hack-and-slash roguelite, Heroes of Hammerwatch II lets you and your friends battle through procedurally generated dungeons, slay waves of monsters, and collect legendary loot. Between dungeon runs, you return to your hub town to spend gold and runes on hero upgrades, new subclasses, and rare scrolls. Thanks to the legacy system, progress sticks even after failed runs. Upgraded traps remain in the dungeon, and enhanced artifacts might show up in future chests. Challenge maps and seasonal events keep things fresh, while online co-op for up to 4 players turns every outing into a shared adventure. From hardcore action to slow-paced life sims, these pixel worlds offer something for everyone. May your next game session take you on a journey where tiny squares come alive to build entire universes. Happy exploring. The Image Game Channel was with you. Have a nice day.